Our podcast today is brought to you by Dilcor Merch. They have great merch. They have custom baseball jerseys. You can get 80 different color combos, any number. Your name on the back. How about that? Your
Sweet.
name on this back. You could get the old school Michael Jordan, North Carolina look like I did here. You could do that. Most you'll pay is 55 fucking bucks. That's
Including
a steal.
shipping and handling?
Depends on if you're in America or not. And then we got these new hoodies, oversized hoodies, turquoise. My first turquoise merch. I'm excited about it. As you can see, you can kind of unzip and zip back up to get
So it has
people
a
to
zipper.
see. It's got a zipper. It's got.
High quality zipper.
Oh yeah, this thing is so. It's almost too hot. Too hot. And then we finally got the women's merch going. We got the tube top. Very, very safe, very comfortable, and you won't regret purchasing it because it's on sale now for only $30.
How much is the jacket?
The jacket's about $80.
Okay.
You're gonna be paying
Okay.
for the quality in the
Well,
jacket.
this quality, I mean.
It's, oh my god, it's unbelievable. And they got the Titan cuffs. You know how Larry David's always complaining about, oh, there's no clinginess to the wrist. There's no clinginess. Dr. Rubenstein fucked that up.
Good old dog.
But you also have the cleanness on the bottom. That's what people are looking for. The cleanness on the bottom. So it stays strapped to your body. It's never coming off. And it's just great overall quality. You get so many. It's literally my bomber jacket that I got over there. It's a conversation starter at a bar. Women will go up to you, flock to you, if you have this jacket on. And they'll ask all about it. And then you can tell them.
There you go.
It's great. Alright, so let's get into the show.
5 Slim Jim. I mean.
Yeah.
You been a fan for forever?
Five Slim, oh yeah. So as you can see, I've got the shorts. Great stuff. And then also available on the Dilcor store is these brand new Phi Slamma Jamma 21st century t-shirts.
But how long have you been a fan, seriously?
Since the 80s. I've been rooting for them since the 80s. They still haven't gotten it done.
You were born in the 80s?
You know what? I was rooting for them in the unborn world. Okay? It's like, they got TVs in the unborn, right?
You tell me. I don't remember what it was like.
I don't either, but anyway,
Alright, let's go.
so I'm thinking we do a John Cena prank call to my cousin or some shit.
Alright.
We're gonna have to do it off your phone because he's gonna recognize mine.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Uh-oh.
Well, we don't have to do that right now. Let's
No,
get
we
into
can.
another one.
We can do it.
Well, the problem is I'm gonna have to stop recording on
Maybe
here.
that's something we do like.
Yeah,
not
no, let's
live.
do it post.
Let's not do it live.
post.
We'll do it,
We'll do it post. But what do we have to get into the show today?
We can do over-unders.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's start with that. So, Mac, do you want to explain how we got this concept?
So basically, it's going to be multiple different things. Over, under, overrated, underrated, things like that. But for this one, with baseball starting next week, over, under, win totals. We each are going to pick 5. Can't repeat the same team. So once the team's picked, it's done. So you'll get a total of 10 winners.
Exactly right. So, did you want to start with your 5?
Well, I thought we'd go... No, it's like a draft, because we can have the same 5.
I know. So, who starts?
Where's the...
Where's
Here,
the line?
here, give me the...
I got the
Let me
line.
see the jewel. Alright, I'm going to toss it up. Whatever side this side is facing goes first.
All right.
Alright? So you're first.
Okay. That was not at all a 50-50 shot. I had like an 80-20 on him. All right, so I'm obviously...
That's just not true, just to be clear. That's 50-50, that's 50-50 gets.
I'm going to go Cubs over 77.5.
Cubs over, I like that.
Um,
They got better. They got Mancini,
yeah, I know.
Swanson.
I can't wait to see those guys.
Yeah.
Really just... I think they're going to
Play in the
flourish.
friendly confines.
Exactly, and Wrigley, they're going to flourish. So... then I guess.
No, it's my turn.
No, I'm just deciding.
No,
But keep going.
All right, I'm going to go. It's been hot last couple of years. I'm going to go Atlanta over 94.5.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, they lose Swanson. I mean, they're not, but they're one of the best teams in that division. It's a tough division, but
it is a tough division.
I just don't see how they can't get the 95, 96 wins.
I see how they can't. They get injuries.
Oh.
That's what happens. But hey, this is
off no
unproven
injury.
yet. We have no idea who's gonna come out the winner, whether it'll be me or Mac. We just don't know yet. So I am also gonna go Miami under 76.5.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna shit the bed this year.
They got two top dogs at the rotation with Sandy Alazar, whatever his name is. That other dude.
I know, the other dude. Oh, man. Is that the case?
Now, this is all I'm about to do here is this is just being defensive. So I don't want you to get this.
What's that?
You want to just tell you guys what team I want to pick over?
Astros.
There we go. 94.5. I mean, best team in baseball.
I would take that, too.
That's why I literally picked it now because I don't want you to get it later.
All right. I am also going to go Mets over...
Even with Diaz out.
Yeah, even with Diaz
for the year,
out.
potentially.
Yeah. I'm going to go Mets over 92.5. I think they'll hit a 94-win season.
94. What's their total again?
92.5.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do an under. I'm going to keep in the AL West. Go a little north of here to Arlington with the Rangers.
Oh, I didn't.
Under 82.5.
Interesting. I actually like that.
I mean, it's the Rangers. Like, that's all, I don't care.
It's the
I don't care who else they got. It's the Rangers.
It's the Rangers.
So this is the fourth round.
Yep.
I got you.
So I am actually gonna go. What's Seattle's? Let me see. Oh, I'm going over on Seattle. Are you kidding me?
You think they challenge for the division?
I think they're gonna be up
who
past 87
so
games.
Who wins the AL West?
The Astros.
By how many games?
By 4 games.
Okay. All right. It's back to me. I'm going to go with the Guardians over 86.5.
I like that too.
I think it's a weak division. I mean, Kansas City and Detroit aren't going to do anything. Chicago and Minnesota, you don't really know. So it's like, 86.5 is not unreasonable. Or 87 wins technically. All right, last round.
Last round, I'm going to go Toronto under 92.5.
Toronto under.
I just don't think they can get it. I just don't think they're there yet. They're 1 or 2 years away from being there. But we will see. What is your last pick?
Kind of want to get crazy on this one.
Oh, yeah? You want to go wild?
A little bit.
Go college girls gone wild?
No, I'm not going that well.
They're wild.
The Padres. What do you think I'm going to do? 92.5.
Yeah, I was looking at that and I just didn't want to touch it.
Under. I think under.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with
I think
you.
they're still. They have a great line and all that, but I just don't think it's gonna mesh right. I mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, just because you have all the stars doesn't mean like we see.
It's like the Nets.
We see them. I was about to say the NBA all the time.
Yep, it's like the Brooklyn Nets.
Nets and everybody else.
You get boatloads of star power, too much to where it destabilizes the environment.
So we'll come back in September, October.
Yeah, we will be back.
Check
with
back.
This.
All right, if I do better than you, what happens? You do better than me, what happens? We gonna put a little
yeah, sure. If I do better than you, you have to drive your car into a pole.
Okay.
I'm joking.
We're not doing
That'll
this.
be cut for the podcast safety. Let's see. I'm trying to do something.
Oh no! Here's what we'll do.
Oh.
If I win, I'll pick some Dilcor merch.
Oh.
If a fan picks a Dilcor merch, I pay for it.
Yeah.
And if you win, same deal.
What? Oh, for Jax?
For Dilcor.
Oh, okay.
So the fans gonna get free Dilcor merch. One of us is gonna have to pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
The loser, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we'll pick out a fan.
Or
we'll pick them out personally out of the hat.
And
we'll look at the names first.
Yeah.
Make sure you see the ones that we don't want to win. We'll throw them out.
And then they'll pick some. We'll buy it.
Exactly.
You
guys get free merch out of this.
That is
you
a
better
win-win.
participate.
That was on the spot too. Like
that was good.
It's very good.
That was good. So then, to get further into the podcast, Who knows? Maybe Kim Jong-un will show up to my birthday party this year.
Is it gonna be an international birthday party or
No.
domestic?
No, we're gonna find some neutral island.
So it's gonna be international.
Out in the South Pacific.
Okay.
He is gonna have to learn English. Unfortunately,
You can't have a translator?
No, I don't trust them. I think they'll misconstrue our words. Give me like a shit translation to him. He's gonna take it the wrong way.
You're gonna say hi, how are you? They're gonna say fuck you, and then he's gonna punch you.
He's not. He's not gonna punch me. He's gonna get his guards to execute me in public, possibly hang me.
You really took it there.
That's what happens there. I'm sorry.
You ever been?
I know a guy who has.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was actually there to assassinate him. Assassinate Kim Jong-un. But
that's a wild story.
He told me, I can't say the guy's name, but he
What if I guessed the name?
You could.
But John Smith.
No.
Ron Gold.
No. You're never gonna get it, I'm telling you.
Sean Cordell.
No.
Damn. I'm out of guesses.
But he worked with my parents for a little, and they're still good friends today. But he told me he had to sneak in there. It is so, the people look like they are sleep deprived, starving, probably all of the above.
So he didn't recommend going there.
Oh yeah, go there for vacation. You'll love it.
Got any nice resorts?
The Pyongyang Express Resort. It's pretty good. They got powdered eggs in the lobby.
Complimentary water?
Oh, fucking dirt water, yeah. But yeah, that was a crazy story they told me because we're drinking butterscotch schnapps. Yeah. So, and I had schnapps before, but I don't know. It leaves you a good aftertaste. It's great for the aftertaste, but the after effect, you have fun, but it's like you don't want to have too many, but you do want to have too many.
You gotta find that middle.
Yeah, you gotta find that
hard
balance.
place to get.
Yeah. They say life's all about balance, but fuck that. Live on the edge. All right, so I think we can get into stuff that people want to talk about now, like Ken Griffey Jr. bringing a fucking cow into the office.
So you wanna...
Mac has the full details on the story, and he will be telling you now.
So, spring training. They're in, I guess, Arizona or Florida.
What age?
He's in Seattle. He's in Seattle.
Okay.
Younger in Seattle.
All right.
So, and he's sitting in the cage. And everything's in the top of the cage. Ball's not getting out. Lupino said, "I'll bet you a steak dinner." You know Lupino, the legend manager.
Oh, of course. If you don't...
Look up his Cub freak out videos. They're awesome.
Yeah, they're the best.
He said, "I'll bet you a steak dinner. You can't hit out of the cage." What do you think happens next pitch?
He rips a fucking tears the cage open.
No, but he hits top of the cage.
Oh.
So the next day, in Lou's office, when he walks in, Junior didn't only get him a steak, he got him the whole damn cow. And as many steaks as Pinella could get off the cow.
Oh, so the cow wasn't alive.
No, the cow was alive.
Oh, he's a live cow. Just bring it into the
office. In his office.
How much would you estimate this cow weighs? Is it quite the cow?
We can pull up a picture.
Yeah, we'll put that up. There it is. Okay. Wow. Look at that cow. That's a hell of a cow.
Yeah, the cow just walking around slobbering over everything.
Yeah, the thing just moo.
Yeah.
Milk me. Milk my adrenal glands. But that's too fucking fun. I mean, how do you get the cow in there, first of all? Like, how does it fit through the door? How happy do you think this cow is?
It's probably not very happy.
It's probably not a happy cow. It's not out in the...
The cow damn near bore from out the door afterwards.
I mean, everybody knows the head cow's always grazing.
Yeah, that's true.
Head cow's always grazing.
That's true.
And it's so funny that he came up with that idea. Not only did he come up with the idea, he executed it on the spot.
In arguably less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
From when he's in the cage.
I mean, where did you get a cow in Seattle?
Well, no, they weren't in Seattle.
Spring training.
They're in either Arizona or Florida.
I guess Florida. Florida is.
And let's also remember, King Griffey Jr. he has some money, so he probably
Oh yeah, he probably flew a cow across the country.
Or he goes somewhere with the Mariners, like, hey, how can I get a cow? And they're gonna do whatever King Griffey says because He's King Griffey Jr.
Yeah, but they're also like, why the hell do you need a live cow?
Because he's King Griffey Jr.
But they're going to ask questions. Why do you need a cow, Ken? I want a cow. Give me a fucking cow.
Yeah, so that's that.
Yeah. He got the cow into the office. Pretty good. What else do we have for the show today?
What do we have? Music, comedians.
Oh yeah, so I wanted to ask you. Yeah, you. Who are you liking in comedy right now? Will Smith, is he doing all right?
This is a slap-free podcast, correct?
Yeah. Slap-free.
Not punch-free, but slap-free.
Yeah. We'll wail at each other.
Every once in a while.
No bitch slaps.
Well, yeah, no bitch slaps.
No bitch slaps. We'll wail at each other a couple times a week. You know.
Not during the episode though.
No.
Put that behind the
paywall. We can't promote violence on the show.
Yeah, maybe behind the paywall though.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a fighter in here.
Yeah.
You guys could pay $50 to watch me get punched in the face by George Foreman. How about that? That I know you guys would pay $50 for. That is that.
$49. I'd pay $49.99.
I would be concussed for life, though, dude. Did you see that picture of
you and him?
Yeah, I would. So this is a good story, actually.
Let's tell it then.
So my dad, went to Notre Dame Law, and one of his law school buddies is George Foreman's lawyer up in the Woodlands, and George Foreman actually lives in Houston. He has his own church here up in the Heights, and so my dad asked me if I want to go to his service, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, of course." George, go to church.
So it's George, not George Foreman, because y'all are close personal friends.
Yeah, I can call him George.
So I'm saying I just want everyone to know y'all are close personal friends.
I can't confirm. I wouldn't say that. We're associates.
Okay, that's nice.
We're on a first name basis. I mean, this is how the world works sometimes. You can't be friends with everybody. But I digress. And it was interesting. We showed up to the church. I forget the UFC fighter's name who greeted me at the front door. This guy had like an 8-pack up here. Had chickens and eggs hatching from his fucking muscles. It was awesome. The guy could also like probably put you in a headlock and get you unconscious in less than 10 seconds. Probably knows all the pressure points, all of that. But, we show up to the church.
That was rude.
That was fucked, you fucking phone. We show up to the church, and we are the only white people there. It doesn't bother us, though, because it's a church, It's a holy place. But it was funny. I guess I had heard a rumor about how he named all of his sons George.
I didn't know
But, dude, there's like 7 Georges in the family. 6 or 7 or something. It's like, so here comes George the 4th, like, coming up for the sermon. And it's just like, which one is George again? But afterwards, it was awesome because he took like an hour and a half just to like have a one-on-one with me. I asked him, a couple pieces of fighting advice that I won't share in the pod because you guys don't deserve to know that.
Don't deserve.
Yeah, they haven't earned it. They haven't earned it.
Alright, I can respect not earning it.
They have not earned it yet.
I can respect that.
But then we get this picture. It's on my Instagram, @Dill Corporation. His fist, I shit you not, he's doing like one of these, has me in a little headlock. But his fist...
Throw it up right here.
Yeah. So there it is. His fist is literally like as the size of my face, not even joking. And it's just like, this guy looked like he had, the strength of a gorilla in his forearms. And I would never, especially in his prime, want to get into the ring with Foreman. I mean, I don't know if you ever watched that old
God
fight.
damn, his fucking fist is big.
I know! It's crazy! It's like, it's like the size of my head.
I knew that.
It's got its own brain.
That's not. He wasn't saying that for effect.
No, I was not. It's like the size of my brain. It's got its own brain. That fist. It's so big. But what the fuck was that?
Talking about George Foreman.
Georgie boy. Oh, by the way, he did a show. I don't know if it's still going, but he did a show with Henry Winkler, William Shatner and somebody else. It's called Better Late Than Never. And like George is probably the most nonchalant guy on the trip, but they like go around traveling. All these old men, like all these old fans, the Fonz, Danny Crane from Boston Legal.
Yeah, it's over. It ended
It's over.
in
Okay.
2018.
That makes sense because those
But-
old guys cannot like Shatner's like in his 90s now.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's Terry Bradshaw's in it.
Terry Bradshaw, that was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like all these just famous old guys get together and go on fucking trips.
It's
you
gotta
know.
be the life to be famous
Oh,
and
you
old.
kidding. It was funny. They go to like Japan
Uh-huh.
and like everybody recognizes Foreman
Of course.
and Winkler,
Not Bradshaw?
not Bradshaw,
Oh, wow.
because it's Japan. They don't have football there.
Okay.
But just funny because
Yeah.
every celebrity, like wherever they went, one of them, like a different one, was the biggest sort of celebrity in the country.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So it wasn't always like Shatner, oh, Captain Kirk. But it's fun to travel with people that you care about, that you can remember those experiences.
Or, I mean, sometimes it's good not to remember, have a little too much fun.
Cabo, Spring Break,
Every once in a while.
2017.
Give or take.
Yeah, I don't remember half that week. I just remember it being the best week of my life.
I-
Most fun, jam-packed fun.
That's how it's gotta be sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it does have to be that way. It has to happen at times like that.
That's not every time. That's,
No, at times like that when you're in Cabo and you're, with your friends on spring break, it's just go wild, go nuts. What else we got for the podcast?
Where's mine?
He's reaching into his ass to get a piece of paper.
That's fake news.
That'll be cut and edited for the podcast safety.
We got music.
Oh,
and
music,
then
yeah. So, I might do this at the end.
Alright,
but-
then let's go do comedies first.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause-
I'm really liking Andrew Santino right now.
Yeah.
He's the redhead guy from Dave.
Yeah, I know that is.
Yeah, the manager. He's funny. I watched a podcast yesterday. Actually, two of his podcasts. One had Rob McElhenney and Charlie Day from Always Sunny. And then the other one was Michael Pena. He's in Tower Heist and Ant-Man.
Okay.
That guy looks exactly as you would expect him to in real life. My brother and I were in New York, just walking around, and we just see him in his glasses, hoodie, just looks completely normal. But we recognized him. He gave us this type of look, and then he's already walked 20 yards,
Yeah,
and we're like, that was him, wasn't it? That was the guy from Tower Heist, not Ben Stiller.
the guy from Ant-Man.
Yeah, from Ant-Man. Not Ferris Bueller.
Good movie.
Oh, such a good movie. That is such a fucking classic. I love that movie. But I think other comedian Chris Rock, I have not seen his special.
I haven't either.
But
I've heard it's pretty much just making fun of Will Smith.
who doesn't like that
Yeah.
at this point in time? That would be fun. Especially if you're the guy who can really, dig your nails into him and not get shit for it.
Because yeah.
Because you got assaulted in front of the whole world.
Live.
At the Oscars.
Um,
I was about to say the Grammys.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know the difference between any of them.
Well, the Grammys are music. Emmys are TV.
Oscars movies.
Oscars movies. And then they have the Academy Award fucking
Bullshit.
horse shit. Raccoon shit. But I did want to talk. I definitely have some new music on its way. I know
Oh yeah.
I've really actually I wanted to talk about something. I have been really struggling with just being a perfectionist and forcing myself to set deadlines. I haven't been good about that.
But at a
so-
certain point, you just gotta go.
yeah, at a certain point, I need to just
It's easier for me to say, it's harder for you to do.
yeah. And
Same with me. I mean, it would be easy for me to just say that, but
You gotta do it.
exactly. And I think speaking stuff into existence too can help, but it doesn't exactly guarantee that it's gonna get done. I think that's the misinterpretation that people make with that statement. But I am just gonna hunker down. Maybe not this weekend, March Madness today and tomorrow.
Well, but here's the thing about March Madness. Starting
Phi Slamma Jamma tomorrow, 6:30 against Miami,
Texas
against the
State,
Canes,
45.
against the Convicts, against the entire
But-
state of Florida.
with Saturday, the games aren't on until like 5:00,
Yeah, but
so you can do it during the day if you wanted. Do something,
yeah, I can try, but I'm gonna want to drink. By the way,
which is a staple.
yeah,
Drinking in March Madness. I mean,
dude. So we used to spend, my family and I used to go over to my granduncles in Boca, in
Raton.
Boca Raton, Florida.
Just for the people that are geographically challenged.
Oh my god! Sorry, that got me really good.
I didn't know that funny.
That was fucking hilarious. Where was I?
Oh,
Florida, spring
yeah.
break. So,
Boca Raton.
so yeah, we would go to my great uncle's. He had this just absolute Playboy mansion style. Like, he was a bachelor most of his life, but he was also a G. Like, he was one of the guys who would go to the mansion with Hef and party with him.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, but my uncle was literally, he told me these stories. He's like, son, and he's the most intimidating guy. We literally named the group chat between my brothers and my cousins Stangle the Goat, because that's actually how we think of him. He is the fucking goat. Ran like something like 39 or just multiple Marriotts at once.
Okay.
Throughout the country.
Made bank.
Oh yeah, dude, and was just, dude, a professor finesser, and it's like textbook definition. But he had this awesome place, and the sort of staple of it was the movie room that he had. He had this great painting on the side. It was a painting. It looked like a picture, but it was just of this woman, and her tits are out in the bath, and you could kind of see, like, there's a mirror in the painting for the bathtub, and you can see it. And, like, you get a little glimpse of her face in the corner. It's just, like, ugly fucking woman with this amazing body. Yeah. I was like, I fucking love that. But then he had, the setup that everybody goes for nowadays, even me, the big TV in the middle and the two TVs on top.
Yeah.
And we used to be there every March Madness, literally watching all the games at once.
That's how it's supposed to be done.
It is. And so we went back. We only had two TVs this time at the new place, but we went back to Boca and this spring break, and it was, dude, even though I sprained my ankle day one.
That blows.
Yeah, it did, because I want to play a bunch of pickleball. I was knocked out of golf that day, although I would not let it knock me out of golf any other days.
That's good.
It was awesome.
You beat the injury didn't beat you.
Exactly. It's never going to beat me. Even though it almost did before the show here. I almost sprained my ankle
This is
again.
true. This is true. Also, it's like you have a death trap every 2 feet in the room.
There's holes in the floor, potholes, you step in them, you break your ankle, you break your tires. This podcast is presented by Tire Rack.
I was getting excited for saying that.
Tire Rack. This podcast is presented by The Tire Iron. Get hit. Get killed. That'll be cut.
Podcast safety.
Yeah, podcast safety. But yeah, it was awesome being back there, because we had the lazy boy in the corner, and I could just, it was perfect for having to put my ankle, because you have to keep whatever
blood or some shit.
Yeah, you have to keep the blood flow above your heart, because that's where everything's pumping out of. So I had to elevate my ankle literally above my heart, like, all the time. And then in the hot tub, that was the worst part. I literally had to, like, climb in, like I'm disabled. I was, like, climbing in, keeping my foot out the whole time. Yeah. And then the worst actually was climbing out. So I had to
Well,
grasp onto the pole and carry myself over.
And you're on one leg, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I never went on crutches the whole time though, which I'm proud of. But the interesting thing was, we showed up the last day to golf. First of all, I saw Ben Shapiro again walking his dog. I met his wife too. I didn't know it was his wife at the time.
Okay.
The reason I recognized him because it was his dog. His dog is so cute. It's literally like a mix of Nellie and
Nellie, friend of the program.
Yeah, like she's the same color.
Okay.
And it's like literally looks like one of those stuffed animals that you press a button and it goes woo woo like jumps around. Literally does that.
Do that one more time.
Woo woo. But it was the cutest dog. I looked at the dog and recognized it before I recognized Shapiro.
Oh wow.
Which is interesting. I was like, oh shit, that's Ben Shapiro walking the dog.
They'll talk?
No, I'm not actually that would have been the only place I could have approached him, because he always says don't approach him around his kids, and I think that's a general rule of thumb for any celebrities. You can say big fan. That's it.
If they're passing by shit like that.
That is it. That's all you say. Hey, big fan, man.
Good work, big fan, something like that.
That's all you gotta say, and keep it to that, and people appreciate that more than you know.
Yeah.
Especially celebrities. Because perfect example. Peter told me this when he went to Cowboys game, all access field pass, Matt McGregor beforehand. My brother Peter was up in a box at the Cowboys game. They were up there actually with DeAndre Jordan and Ezekiel Elliott. Or no, sorry, Zeke was on the field. That was a different time. Yeah, Zeke came up to the box in his pads. But he was up there with DeAndre Jordan, who went to Episcopal, your school.
Absolutely.
And he was like, yeah, I'm from Houston. He's like, where'd you go? He's like, St. John's. He's like, oh, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that St. John's bullshit.
Which we can both agree is bullshit.
Yeah. Dude, why do you think I never went there? It's like Hogwarts in that place.
Yeah, actually.
Locked in. No wizards either. Well, you got math wizards, but
well, yeah.
That's about it.
Couple history wizards.
Couple hiss whiz. But it was interesting because then he was walking out of the box, sort of in the concession area, and or walking back from the bathroom, and Michael Irvin was walking right by him, and he's just like, "Hey man, big fan." And he's like, literally stops his tracks. He's like, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you saying that, and we'll have Peter on the pod next week so we can get more into the story. But it was more about not making a big deal about it, and I think that is something to be said.
So,
but I think we might be drawing this podcast episode to a conclusion pretty soon here. But anyway, I am gonna get Michael Jordan to show up to my birthday party this year.
Is that dependent on Kim Jong-un, or is that two separate things?
Well, I might just start saying that randomly. I'm literally, look at this. Just fill in the blank with the name that you want to put in there. Just say, who knows? Maybe it'll show up to my birthday party this year.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll start out the pod with just that.
Yeah.
And that'll catch your attention right away. It'll get you. It'll get you good.
That's the hook.
That is exactly the hook. The Captain Hook. But we do appreciate you guys listening in, and we want feedback on what bits are working, what's just absolutely going over like a lead balloon, and we'd like to know. We want to hear from you guys what you're liking. Maybe we'll even do a little poll pretty soon.
Yeah.
A little voting poll. Not a poll, but one of those, fill in the blank message responses. And ask any ideas that you guys might want to bring up for us to do. Because we do want to do the John Cena thing pretty soon.
That's going to happen.
Oh, that's so funny. The John Cena prank call on YouTube. Look it up if you don't know it.
Or just wait for when we do it.
Yeah. They could wait. Let us do our own version. But that'll just be fun. By the way,
can those gardeners fuck off?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like they are probably creating so much static for these microphones and cameras with their goddamn lawnmowers.
We probably gotta wrap it up just because of that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But we will see you guys next week.